Hey everybody, this is FurryFan 2004, and I am on Wikipedia because I am going to be explaining about the US presidents and their pets. Most United States presidents have kept pets while in office, or pets have been part of their families. I don't know which Johnson. I think Andrew Johnson did take care of some mice he found in his bedroom. Let's start with George Washington. He has American three American foxhounds named Sweetlips, Scentwell, and Vulcan. Four black and tan coonhounds named Drunkard, Taster, Tippler, and Tipsy. An Andalusian donkey named Royal Gift. George Washington's wartime mounts horses named Nelson and Blueskin. A parrot named Snipe. A greyhound named Cornwallis. 5 stallions named Samson, Steady, Leonidas, Traveler, and Magnolia. And as for John Adams, he had 3 dogs and 2 horses. He had 3 dogs named Saturn, Juno, and Mark, and 2 horses named Cleopatra, or Cleo for short, and Caesar. Thomas Jefferson had a mockingbird named Dick, 2 shepherd dogs that are possibly Briards named Bergeret and Grizzle, 2 grizzly bear cubs, unnamed, a horse named Caractacus, sheep, and sheep. James Madison had a parrot named Polly, and sheep. James Monroe had a spaniel named Buddy that belonged to his youngest daughter, Maria. Sheepdogs. John Quincy Adams had an alligator and silkworms. Andrew Johnson had a gray parrot named Pole, who unfortunately it said Pole, a gray parrot who learned to say cuss words, and he had to be removed for persistent and loud profanity. Then we have horses. 5 horses named Sam Patch, Bolivia, Emily, Lady Nashville, and Truxton. Martin Van Buren had 2 tiger cubs. William Henry Harrison had a goat named Whisker, and a Durham cow named Suki. John Tyler, James K. Polk did not have pets. John Tyler had an Italian greyhound named LeBeau and a canary named Johnny Tie. And a horse named the General. Zachary Taylor had a horse named Old Whitey and a pony named Apollo. Millard Fillmore had 2 ponies named Mason and Dixon. Franklin Pierce had 2 miniature teacup Japanese chin dogs and 2 birds from Japan. James Buchanan had 2 Thai elephants named Mary and Buddha. He had an eagle, a toy terrier named Punch, and a Newfoundland named Lara. Abraham Lincoln had 2 goats named Nanny and Nanko, a turkey named Jack, a dog named Fido, and another one named Jip. He had a horse and a rabbit, a horse named Old Bob, and a pig. A rabbit had no name. They had 2 cats named Tabby and Dixie. Andrew Johnson was the one who found the white mice in his bedroom, and he took care of them. He had horses named Butcher's Boy, Cincinnati. Ulysses S. Grant had horses named Butcher's Boy, Cincinnati, Egypt, Jeff Davis, Jenny, Julia, Mary, and St. Louis. 2 ponies named Billy Button and Reb, Faithful, who is a Newfoundland, and another dog named Rosie, as well as a parrot. Rutherford B. Hayes had a Cocker Spaniel named Dot, a Newfoundland named Hector, an English Mastiff named Duke, a Greyhound named Grim, a miniature Schnauzer named Otis, 2 hunting dogs named Juno and Shep, and another dog named Jet. Piccolomini, who is a cat, the first Siamese cat, and a Siamese cat named Same and Miss Pussy. James A. Garfield had a duck named Veto and a horse named Kit. Chester A. Arthur had a rabbit, 4 standardbreds, an Italian pony, and a horse named Coquet. Grover Cleveland had a German poodle named Hector, mockingjays, 3 dachshunds, a cocker spaniel named Gallagher, and hundreds of important fish, including exotic fish and common goldfish. Benjamin Harrison had a goat named Whiskers, a collie named Dash. You can see him in front of his doghouse, and he had opossums named Mr. Reciprocity, named Mr. Reciprocity and Mr. Protection. And a collie named Dash. He had 2 alligators. William Henry Harrison had a yellow-headed Mexican parrot named Loretta, who can whistle Yankee Doodle Dandy. And he had 2 Angora kittens named Valeriano Whaler and Valeriano Whaler and Enrique Delome, and roosters. Theodore Roosevelt had lots of pets. That's his son Archie riding a horse, a pony named Algonquin, a dog named Skip, and their white house cat, Slippers. He had 5 guinea pigs. Their names were Admiral Dewey, Bishop Doane, Dr. Johnson, Father O'Grady, and Fighting Bob Evans. Theodore Roosevelt is my favorite president because he had guinea pigs, which was so cute. A Shetland calico pony named Algonquin, who was favored by Roosevelt's son Archie. Blestein, who is a horse. A hen named Baron Spreckle. A lizard named Bill. A Manchester Terrier named Blackjack. A hyacinth macaw named Eli Yale. A garter snake named Emily Spinach. Another pony named Fidelity. 2 dogs named Jem and Susan. 2 terriers named Jack and Pete. Jonathan Edwards, a small black bear. A piebald rat named Jonathan. Josiah but goes by Josh, who is a badger. A Pekingese dog named Manchu. A pig named Maud. A rabbit named Peter Rabbit. A St. Bernard named Rollo. A mongrel named Skip. A Chesapeake Bay Retriever named Sailor Boy. 2 cats named Slippers, like it's on the photo, as well as another cat named Tom Quartz. A laughing hyena named Bill. A barn owl, a 1-legged rooster named Fierce, and a lion. William Howard Taft, my second favorite president, had a dog named Caruso, named after Enrico Caruso. 2 cows named Pauline Wayne and Mooly Wooly. And Woodrow Wilson, he had a ram who led the flock of sheep. His name was Old Ike. An Arundel Terrier named Davy. A cat named Puffins. A Bull Terrier named Bruce. Songbirds and sheep. Warren G. Harding had an Arundel Terrier named Laddie Boy. A bulldog named Old Boy. Petey, who is a canary. 2 canaries named Bob and Petey. And another and Pete, who is a pet squirrel. Calvin Coolidge had and his wife had 2 white collies named Prudence Prim and Rob Roy, a wire hair fox terrier named Peter Pan, and another Arundel Terrier who is Paul Pry, a Shetland sheepdog named Calamity Jane, 2 Chow Chows named Tiny Tim and Blackberry, Ruby Rooch, who is another collie, a Boston Bulldog named Boston Beans, a Belgian sheepdog or Groenendel named King Cole, an English setter named Palo Alto, and a raccoon named Rebecca, and a male raccoon named Ruben. They had Ebenezer, a donkey, 2 canaries named Nip and Tuck, 2 more canaries named Peter Piper and Snowflake, a yellow bird named Goldie, a trained songbird named Do Funny, a goose named Notch, a bobcat named Smokey, and 2 cats named Blackie and Tiger, a pygmy hippopotamus named Billy, a wallaby and a duiker, a black bear named Bruno, 13 Pekin ducks, 2 Pekin ducks, I think. Herbert Hoover had a King Tut, who is a Belgian Malinois, a cat named Mr. Cat, an opossum named Billy Possum, a Caruso, who is a roller canary, a German Shepherd named Pat, 2 fox terriers named Big Ben and Sunny, a Scotch collie named Glenn, a Canadian Eskimo dog named Yukonen, an Irish wolfhound named Patrick, a setter named Inglehurst Gillette, and Norwegian elk hound named Ouija, and 2 alligators owned by a son, Alan Hoover. His Franklin D. Roosevelt with his Scottish Terrier Fala. He had a German Shepherd named Major, a Scottish Terrier named Meggie, a Llewellyn setter named Winks, an Old English sheepdog named Tiny, and a Great Dane named President. As well as a Bull Mastiff named Blaze. Harry S. Truman had a Cocker Spaniel named Feller, an Irish setter named Mike. Dwight D. Eisenhower had a parakeet named Gabby, a Weimaraner named Heidi, a baby forest elephant named Zimbo. John F. Kennedy had their dogs, a poodle named Golly, a Welsh Terrier named Charlie, a cat named Tom Kitten, a canary named Robin, 2 parakeets named Bluebell and Maribel, ducks. Their 5-year-old daughter Caroline raised them at the Wright House. A pony named Macaroni, a bay-colored Yakut pony named Tex, a Connemara pony named Leprechaun, a Doberman pincer named Mo, 2 hamsters named Billy and Debbie, Pushinka, who is a dog named Pushikin, a Cocker Spaniel named Shannon, a dog who is a Irish Wolfhound Schnauzer mix named Wolf, a German Shepherd named Clipper, a rabbit named Jaja, a horse named Sarder, a spotted salamander. Lyndon B. Johnson had 2 beagles named Her and Him, a beagle named Edgar, a white collie named Blanco, a beagle named Freckles, a mongrel dog named Yuki, hamsters, and lovebirds. It kind of looks like Lyndon B. Johnson's abusing his dog. Him. Then here's Richard Nixon's dog. They are a poodle named Vicky, a Yorkshire Terrier named Pasha, an Irish Setter named King Timahoe, and a Cocker Spaniel named Checkers, as well as a fish. German Shepherd had a Golden Retriever named Liberty, a Golden Retriever puppy named Misty, and a Siamese cat named Sean. Jimmy Carter, that's Amy Carter with her cat, named Misty Malarkey Yin Yang. He had a Border Collie named Grits, an Afghan Hound named Lewis Brown, a Siamese cat named Misty Malarkey Yin Yang in the picture, and an elephant. Then here's Ronald Reagan's dog named Rex, who is a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel or Cavapoo. No, a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. That's Rex. He had a Bouvier Disfadres named Lucky, a Golden Retriever named Victory, an Irish Setter named Peggy, a Siberian Husky named Taka, a Belgian Sheepdog named Fuzzy, and horses that are named No Strings, Little Man, and Nancy D, and Baby. Named L. Alaman, Nancy D, Baby, Little Man, and No Strings. And there are tortoiseshell cats named Cleo and Sarah. George H.W. Bush had a Cocker Spaniel, had a English Springer Spaniel named Millie. And Ranger. Bill Clinton had a cat named Socks, a chocolate lab named Buddy, and a chocolate lab named Buddy. George H.W. Bush had a English Springer Spaniel named Spotty Fetcher. He was euthanized after suffering a series of strokes. A Scottish Terrier named Barney. A Scottish Terrier named George H.W. Bush had Miss Beezy. A Scottish Terrier. A cat named India Willie. And Ophelia, a longhorn cow. And Barack Obama had a Portuguese war dog named Bo. Had two Portuguese war dogs named Sonny and Bo. Donald Trump had no pets. Joe Biden, and last but not least, Joe Biden has a German Shepherd, has two German Shepherds named Commander and Champ. Commander was given to the Bidens as a puppy by the president's brother, but he was removed from the White House after biting incidents. Then he had a gray tabby cat named Willow. Well, guys, that is the end of this video. That is the video of all of the presidents and their pets. So, yeah. See you later.